on BBC Radio Manchester. Between 7 and 8 is known as the Upload Hour, and this is where we ask people from across Greater Manchester to send in their work. Now, I have a question. Have you guys ever gone for a job and left the interview wondering what they were really thinking about you? Well, our next upload is a comical take on just that. It's called 12 Things Employers Don't Want You to Know, and it's written and performed by Amanda Steele from Denton, with a bit of production magic from our very own producer Pav.
Most of the time when we advertise a job, there are no jobs. It just makes potential customers think we're doing better than we really are. When we advertise jobs, we put bets on how many applicants we will get. The winner gets to go home early on Friday. If we ask applicants to take a test, we don't actually care about the results. We just want to see how far people will go if they think there is a job at the end of it. Often we will make you fill out applications, take tests, do unpaid work trials, etc. This could take hours, days, and in extreme cases, weeks. However, don't expect us to take 5 minutes to reply to you. When we send out rejections, they may seem personalised, so could say anything from someone else was a better fit to we think you lacked in some areas of expertise which we were looking for. These are picked out of a hat at random, so try not to take it personally if you later find out we've hired someone with only a fraction of your experience and qualifications. On the rare occasions we do employ someone, we choose not based on experience or qualifications, but based on someone who likes the same things we do, is in our age range, or perhaps reminds us of a kind teacher from our school days. Before hiring anybody, we stalk them online, found out everything from where they spent last Saturday night to the name of their first goldfish when they were 12. Assuming there is a job and you are the chosen one, we will do everything we can to make you leave. Again, we will take bets on how long you will last. There is no such thing as Dress Down Friday. We just find it amusing to make new employees wear jeans to work while everyone else is suited up. We get paid 10 times more than you do, but only do a tenth of the work. We like to stay out of the office all day, meeting our friends for coffee or catching up on the latest Netflix series. Then we will reappear 5 minutes before you're due to go home and give you our workload to do, claiming we've been run off our feet all day and it needs to be done ASAP. That's not coffee in a coffee jar. Don't ask.
And this is the Upload Hour, the place for you to showcase your creative work. Yes, Greater Manchester creatives, we want your comedy sketches, your one-liners, your monologues, your vlogs, your critiques. You know, if you want to critique something you've seen, you can get that sent in to us. If you are making it, we want to hear it. Dead easy. Go to bbc.co.uk/upload. It will take you a matter of minutes at max. And who knows, you could be featured on the show in the next few weeks. And that's exactly what Amanda Steele did. She shared a really funny piece called 12 Things Employers Don't Want You to Know. And I'm really pleased to say that Amanda joins me on the line live now on Upload from Denton. How you doing, Amanda?
I'm okay.
How did you hear about how did it feel getting your work played out on the radio?
Yeah, I was really surprised. I never expected it to be accepted.
Oh, no, it's absolutely brilliant. We were all laughing when we heard it the first time in the studio when you actually uploaded it. Tell us a little bit about the piece that you played. What was the inspiration behind it?
So I started attending an online workshop that my partner runs during lockdown, and we were all given a clickbait piece to write about, and mine was 12 Things Employers Don't Want You to Know. And my copyrighted work had just dried up, so a lot of it was based on truth, but I thought, well, there's a lot that I don't understand why the employers do this, so I just made up really silly stuff.
Inspiration surely comes from strange places, but it was absolutely brilliant. Do you tend to write comedy more than drama, say? Is that your sort of your bag?
I do a lot of dark humour and horror, and then sometimes I go into comedy. It just depends on what I feel like writing at the time.
And have you done a lot of writing exercises during these times?
Yeah, I've got so much out of it. We do it every fortnight, and we just get loads of prompts, and we get maybe 5 or 10 minutes to quickly write something, and then usually go away and you can expand it later on. So obviously I didn't write the whole thing in those 5 and 10 minutes. I just got a little bit and
went away and expanded it afterwards.
And what sort of things, when you're saying you get these prompts, what can you give us any other examples?
They're usually titles and like random generators and things like that my partner goes online and just puts them into this website and gets all these titles generated.
All right, okay. Is it just you and your partner that do it, or is it part of a group?
He runs it, and we usually have between 6 and 8 other people.
Oh, that's fantastic. And is this all done online? Obviously, with the restrictions at the moment, but would you usually meet up?
It's just on Zoom. It just started after lockdown because we were all missing meeting people. And I wasn't getting much out of performing online, even though I do enjoy doing that, but it's not the same as being in person.
No, it's definitely not. I've done a few things on Zoom myself, and whilst it's great for what it offers, it's definitely nowhere near the same thing. But what is it that you enjoy writing about so much?
I just get all these ideas all the time, and I just like writing them down and seeing what comes out of it. And sometimes it doesn't lead to anything, and sometimes it expands into a full piece.
Yeah. What's the proudest thing that you've actually written?
Well, I've written a lot of books because I had 2 small publishers that unfortunately have gone bust now, but it made me go out and self-publish the books.
Oh, brilliant. Do you want to give that book a plug now while we're on air?
Well, the recent one's called Ghost of Me, about a ghost trying to solve her own murder.
Oh, wow. And is that? Can we expect the same sort of dry humour in that?
It's quite dark, but there is a lot of dark humour in it. It's not just morbid the whole way through.
You do need to balance it out, don't you? And I think, do you think not sort of dry humour or being able to laugh in maybe sort of morbid circumstances is a northern trait?
Yeah, I think you've got to, really.
Yeah, and do you think all northerners have a good sense of humour?
Most of them.
Most of them, except for people who in job interviews.
Yeah.
And what are you working on next?
I'm going to do the sequel to Ghost of Me, and I'm just bringing out a trilogy, a young adult book. One of them was already published with the small publisher, and in that time I'd written most of the 2 books in the series. So I'm just releasing all those in quite a short space just to get them out of the way.
Okay, that sounds fantastic. And if your writing workshop that you've got on Zoom, is that available for anybody else to join up?
I'd have to ask my partner about that. I think a couple of people, but I think he'd be overwhelmed if maybe 1,000 people all emailed him.
Okay, I was just going to offer to get you some publicity over the airwaves. But listen, thank you so much for uploading, and you keep writing in lockdown and doing your writing sessions. But if there's people out there that are worried about getting involved with Upload, Amanda, what would you say to them?
I'll just say upload it. If it gets accepted, it gets accepted. That's brilliant. And if it doesn't, there's lots of opportunities. Just keep looking around.
Amanda Steele, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. That was Amanda Steele who uploaded her piece 12 Things Employers Don't Want You to Know earlier on. It's absolutely brilliant. If you're listening on BBC Sounds, you can rewind that. If you are a creative in Greater Manchester, all you need to do is go to bbc.co.uk/upload. We are after everything from comedy to actors to writers to poets. Anything that's not music but it's still creative, you can send it in to us and we may play it on our